You know, in almost every single one of my videos, I say that reading books is the greatest source of knowledge that you can use for self-development. And not just self-improvement, like for example, becoming a better man, like learning about stoicism, about athleticism, about how to make money. No, I truly stand by it. And the first time that I realized how powerful books were was back when I was like 8 years old, because that was when I truly fell in love with books. For most of my life, and even until now, I have two really favorite subjects that I like to study from time to time in my free time. I don't have much time to study them right now because I'm focusing on this YouTube channel. But whenever I do find the time, I always make sure to read about history from time to time and to learn about the universe. Bro, those were my most favorite topics of all time. Learning about how the borders changed during World War One, learning about all the different quasars, about black holes, about all of the different stars that dwarfed even our sun in size, for example. Yeah, the amount of joy, the amount of fulfillment that I got from studying about these subjects, especially from watching YouTube videos and sometimes reading about them, like for example, from that book about the universe, the amount of joy that I got was priceless. And so, naturally, when you get too good at a subject, I just wanted someone to talk to about these subjects. And so I just ended up telling it to all of my family members, to all of my family friends. Like, bro, I knew exactly how the borders changed during World War II. Like, you could tell me, what were the borders of Hungary at the end of 1942? And if you gave me like a blind map, I'm confident that I would be able to draw them like with 99% of accuracy, I think. But you see, after a while, after studying these subjects for almost 2 years, there's almost so much that you can talk about before people find it repetitive and before people just don't understand you anymore because you niche down to such details that no one even knows about except for you, that you just have nothing to talk about with them. And this continued for years. And it was at its worst when I was 14 years old. Because you see, when I was 14 years old, by that point, I've already been studying about history for like the past 4 years, I think. And during that time, I was on a hiatus when it came to learning about the universe because I had just nothing to learn anymore. But that was just my ego speaking from me. And I just had no social gratification from my classmates, for example, or from my family members. And so I just wanted to get it. And so, as a result, I became more like them. I became less respectable, but more loud and, quote, happy. But that's a story for another day. But I continued like this until summer of 2023, because that was when I became so motivated to go back on self improvement. I just didn't want my life to suck anymore. I wanted to finally get the high quality men into my life who will be my friends. I wanted to get the high quality woman that I've been desiring for years by that point. I wanted to finally improve my mental health so that I wouldn't have negative thoughts in my head anymore. I wanted to get so serious on my physical health that I would actually see some of the benefits, that I would actually see my biceps grow for the first time. I wanted to get better at my financial gain so that I wouldn't have to work as hard as my father. Even after owning a business for 20 years straight, he still has to go to work. And sometimes he even comes home stressed. Like, granted, of course, he doesn't beat us up or anything, but he is just not happy at his work. Keep in mind, it is still fulfilling because he has centered it around his purpose in life, but still, it doesn't fulfill him as much anymore. And so, I just saw it on my parents that they weren't satisfied with their jobs, just like how I wasn't satisfied with the state that my life was back then. And so, I wanted to escape the rat race. I wanted to escape the education system before it got a bigger hold on me. And so, I eventually stumbled upon a term called purpose in life. Huh, that's weird. Every time that I heard someone suicidal in a film say why they wanted to jump off the building, they said, my life has no purpose. Whoa, what is this purpose? What am I missing out on? And bro, I remember binge watching the fuck out of these purpose videos. I also read almost an entire book about purpose called Mastery by Robert Greene. And bro, when I realized that your purpose in life is basically like an onion, where you start at your surface purpose that you have right now, your current purpose, if you want to name it like that too, and then you slowly peel back the layers until you get to your purpose in life, which is the true reason why you're here, the true gift that you can give to the outside world. But what is a purpose? Well, purpose is your life's calling. It is the reason why you're here on this planet. It is the thing that you can master and that you can then give to the outside world. It is an activity that feels completely natural to you, that is completely fulfilling, that puts you into a state of flow when you do it. Like there's nothing around you, it's just you and the activity. And when you do it, everyone tells you that you're better at it than 99% of people because you just do it so efficiently. It feels so easy to you, and yet it feels so difficult to the outside world. Like, for example, my current life's purpose is to teach you about self improvement, is to teach my younger self how to become the best version of himself so that he doesn't have to make the same mistakes like I did, so that he can advance in his self improvement journey like there's no tomorrow, and so that he doesn't feel like quitting like he did when I was 14 years old. That right there is my current life's purpose, is to learn about self-improvement as a whole, and not that self-improvement where you work on your agency for 12 hours straight. No, no, no. That's not the type of self-improvement that we do. The spiritual kind of self-improvement, where we improve our mental health through good habits like gratitude journaling, meditation, and stuff like that, by also reading books like about money, about athleticism, about stoicism, about masculinity. That is the type of self improvement that you do. And yeah, sure, we work on our businesses on the side, but we only spend like 2 hours on it every single day. And we spend the rest of the day reading books and actually living life, which is the point of self improvement. When we find an opportunity to go cold approach someone, we do it. When we find the opportunity to improve our storytelling skill, we do that. Self improvement is not about moving to Dubai and then spending the rest of your life in deep work state, making $1 million per month. That's not self improvement. Self improvement is all about taking all of the areas of a man's life and then improving in them as much as you can, becoming the best version of yourself in health, wealth, and relationships. And so, as I slowly work on peeling back this purpose onion layer, I slowly see the next layer ahead of me. Because, of course, the main reason why I got into this business model was because of money. Let's just be completely honest. But I don't do it in a needy way, like, I just give you the advice and it is like a 1 minute long video. No, I actually give you a story. I motivate you to actually get going. And that is the level of neediness that I do it. And trust me, when this YouTube channel will pop off in the future, the J curve will come and you will see this channel flowing with subscribers and with new clan members. And when I do make the money, oh man, I'm telling you, the videos on this channel, they're gonna skyrocket in quality. And that is the next onion layer ahead of me. But right now, I am peeling back the main layer of the onion, which is to actually get the audience in the first place. The next layer is to actually entertain the huge audience that I will have in the future. And who knows, the next layer may be to shift the focus on this channel from self improvement, the type of videos that I make now, all the way about spiritual stuff. I have no idea. I'm just pulling random examples out of my ass. I don't know what my life has prepared for me. Well, and when you complete these purpose layers that you have right now, like for example, when I make the money and I move to that second purpose layer, that second onion layer of making more quality videos, and when that is complete too, I slowly start pulling those onion layers back and back and back until I get to the core purpose, which is your life's purpose. And don't get all too excited, because that takes years to get to, probably even a whole decade, because this life's purpose is the first ever purpose, the first ever desire that you formed when you were little. And so, of course, after 15 years of forgetting about it, it will take you another 15 years to go to get back to it. But trust me, the journey is worth it. And so, you must do this for the long term. Remember, we are men on self improvement. We do not live for the short term gratification that the shitty 99% of people live for. You know, like, oh, let me just scroll on TikTok and probably even edge to some anime girls that I see on my For You page. These are the same people who tell us that playing video games 1 hour at the end of the day is, quote, relaxing. Yeah. And so, the journey to finding your life's purpose is a long, treacherous, hard, full of trials and errors, full of trials and tribulations, but it is okay. I know that you can power through. Because do you know what's most interesting? This purpose layer is the thing that will make you unique in your local area. Think about it. No one in my local area, in my hometown, makes content like this. And so people just have something to talk to you about when they meet you. They finally have a conversation opener that they can use on you. And so, how do you actually find your purpose in life? Well, I already have some videos on this topic, so you can just already find them on my channel. But if you want a short summary, basically read Mastery by Robert Greene and just spend time away from society for a couple of days and just think about deep life questions. But also don't forget to check out those videos because we don't have time to go over that. Purpose is a huge topic that we don't have time to talk about in this video. But let me reassure you, it will make you more unique and it will give you finally the personality that you're desiring and it will fulfill you until the day that you die. I'm not exaggerating. I literally am in such a state of flow when I'm explaining this to you because I'm actually fulfilling that purpose layer. How cool is that? I'm literally talking to you. This is not me actively talking. This is my subconscious talking for me. How crazy is that? I'm literally doing my work without even being conscious. And that's how fulfilling this is. This is how mindful it is. That's how overpowered it will make you. Basically, just remember that your purpose is your authentic superpower, an activity that is meant for you to master over your lifetime, and that will bring you great results in both relationships and wealth, because you can then focus a business model around it. Like, for example, I have done with YouTube. My purpose layer is to teach everyone about the subjects that I like to learn about. And so YouTube is the perfect place for me. And so who knows? Maybe you like to learn the violin and that is your life's purpose, which will be really nice. Well, then you can do like one-on-one coaching on YouTube and then you can post content about playing the violin on YouTube and then people will buy your coaching. And that's how you can make a successful business model out of it. You can tell your authentic stories about how you learned to play the violin, and people will like you. People will fuck with you so hard. Another way to also become more unique in everyday conversations with the people around you is to just have your own analogies. Whenever you're explaining something to someone, use something that you already have a great relationship with. Something that when you think about the thing that you want to explain to them, comes to your mind at first. You see, the reason why I explained the purpose layers to you via an onion is because whenever I help my mom cook in the kitchen, she always tells me to cut the onions. But of course, I could also use another terms like cabbage, a purpose jawbreaker, which are both really great terms, and they do make sense when you think about it. Like leaking through the jawbreaker layers, peeling back the layers of your life's purpose, for example. Like peeling back the layers of the cabbage, peeling back the layers of your purpose in your life. You get what I'm saying. Just basically, don't take analogies from other people. Just basically live your everyday life. Become more creative. Observe the world around you. Read more books. And find something that you have great relationships with. Something that you're familiar with already. And then use it as a way to explain anything to everyone. But also, you don't have to explain everything in your life via a specific thing, like for example the onion that I was talking about. The onion layers of the of the life's purpose. No, it can be also a specific story that is authentic to you, that you've experienced in your life. Like, let's say, for example, one day you're sitting in your living room with your mom and you're watching Simpsons, for example, and then you suddenly hear a weird noise coming from your back garden. And then you go check on it and you see that it was just two cats, mating. And then, because you want to like improve the situation and actually turn it into a fun, you tell your mom that, when I was at the gym, like 2 days ago, there was a guy who was lifting weights and he saw it exactly like this. You get what I'm saying? Just basically, you can use anything as an analogy. Just basically become more authentic. Use something that you have great relationships with. Don't compare something that you don't have any relationship with it. Remember, this is about you becoming more unique. This is about you using your authentic self to benefit other people in your daily conversations. A really great habit that I recommend that you start doing after watching this video is called adventuring. Adventuring is basically exploring new topics, new ideas, new roads in nature that you never went down on. Adventuring is basically separated into three categories. The first category is nature, of course, just going out hunting, cycling, jogging, stuff like that, and just looking at the nature. The second category is exploring your local city. Like looking at all the different restaurants. Think about it. There is a building 3 kilometers away from your house that you have no idea exists. So just have a look on it. And then the third category is to explore new ideas and new topics. Like, for example, attending a martial arts club, for example, joining a chess club, and then making friends at those places. This great habit will give you so many life experiences that you can talk about that you'll practically never run out of things to say because you will actually live life for the first time. And that's exactly what we want on self improvement, right? And so, if you want to improve on self improvement, like there's no tomorrow, if you want to have guys on your side who share the same values as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day, who are working tirelessly on themselves, then you can join our Discord clan in the description. Because if you're watching this video almost 19 minutes in, then I know that you have way more potential than you think you have. You will be a powerful asset to us. And I know that you'll find your place in there because we like guys like you, because you're actually determined to sit down and do the hard work. You're determined to become the best version of yourself. And so, come join us and improve like there's no tomorrow. And leave the 99% of people that are constantly holding you back in the dust. Because with these guys, with us, you can even cry on our shoulders and we won't make fun of you. In fact, we will comfort you because we know that you will do the same for us. You can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description, and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most and which part of the video you will implement in your daily life. Don't forget to join our clan and become a part of the family. You are still invited. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you.